Alright students, how all of you are doing? I believe that all of you are doing great. And how was your holidays? I hope you have enjoyed your holidays. So welcome back to our another class for subject Science. And today we will not study lesson 6.5. We will study 6.6. So 6.5 we will study next week. Okay. So 6.6, exploring the solar system. Okay. Page number 92 and 93. So let me read first and then I will explain you. Okay. The solar system consists of the Sun, which is a star, and 8 planets. The diagram shows the solar system. Earth is one of the planets. All the planets revolve around the Sun. There are also many moons. Our moon is one of these. A comet is a lump of ice and dirt that moves in a large orbit around the Sun. Between Mars and Jupiter are rocky objects called asteroids that orbit around the Sun. When rocks and particles from space enter Earth's atmosphere, we call these meteors or shooting stars. Now, how scientists discovered the solar system. An Egyptian astronomer called Ptolemy described how the moon, sun, planets and stars revolved around Earth. The Indian astronomers Varamahira and Brahmagupta supported the concept of a spherical Earth and planets. The astronomer Aryabhatta agreed that the Earth was spherical and stated that the apparent rotation of the planets was a result of the actual rotation of the Earth. 500 years ago, a Polish astronomer called Copernicus observed the movement of the planets and decided that Ptolemy was wrong. He wrote a book saying that the Earth and all other planets moved around the Sun. For a long time, nobody believed him. So, 400 years ago, the Italian astronomer Galileo used the newly invented telescope to study the sky. He noticed that the Venus had different sides lit up by the Sun at different times. So this means the Venus must move around the Sun. Galileo agreed with Polish astronomer. Okay. So this is the how scientists discovered the solar system. So let's talk about what the solar system. Okay, so exploring the solar system. The solar system consists of sun. So sun is a star. Okay, so there are many billion stars in the sky. Okay, but sun is one of them. Sun is actually a star, and 8 other planets. So some of the stars are much bigger than sun, but they are very far away from the Earth, so that's why we see them very small. But sun is the closest one, so sun is very close to Earth, but sun is actually a star. And so first, Mercury. Okay, so Mercury is the first planet, and Mercury is very close to sun. Okay, and the day on Mercury is very short. Okay, so one day on Mercury is shorter than Earth. Number 2, so I can write down numbers here. Number 1, number 2. Number 2, Venus. Okay, so second planet is Venus. Okay, so it is far from Mercury but closer than Earth. Okay, so it is the second planet in our solar system. Number 3 is the planet where we live on. Okay, so number 3 planet is Earth. Okay, so we live on Earth, so our planet number is 3rd. Okay, so we live on Earth. We have different seasons, different weathers. Okay, and on Earth we have ideal weather, ideal conditions to live, ideal environment to live. Okay. Number four, Mars. Okay, number 4, Mars. And around Earth we have Moon. Okay, so I will explain about Moon later on. Okay, first we finish with the all the planets. Okay, so Mars. Okay, so Mars is very far from Sun. Okay, it is further. It is far away from Sun, but further than Earth. So it is colder than Earth. Okay, and if you see, if you search solar system on Google, you will see different colors. So Mars has red color. Okay, and this ring is called asteroid ring. Okay, or asteroid belt. As you can see on your book, so it's called asteroid books. So you see it has like here. So between Mars and Jupiter are rocky objects called asteroids that orbit the Sun. Okay, so this between Mars and Jupiter, so this belt here is called asteroid belt. Okay, and it has this rocky type of rocky objects. Okay, and Jupiter is the largest planet in our solar system. It is very big. It is a lot bigger than the Earth, and it has 63 moons. Okay, so Earth has only one moon, but Jupiter has 63 moons orbit around Jupiter's. Okay, there are so many moons in the sky. Saturn. Okay, Saturn is the next one. Okay, so number 4 Mars, number 5 Jupiter, number 6 Saturn. Okay. Number 7 Uranus. Okay, number 7 Uranus. So Uranus is 4 times bigger than Earth. Okay, so we are comparing planets to Earth. So Uranus is 4 times bigger than Earth, and it has 23 moons. So Jupiter has 63 moons and Uranus has 23 moons. Last Neptune. Okay, so Neptune is very far away from Sun. As you can see, 1 2 3 4, and it comes after 7 planets. Okay, so the temperature here is minus 214 degrees centigrade. So that means it's out of imagination that how cold it is there. Okay, and one day on Neptune is equal to 165 Earth years. Okay, so if you want to spend a day on Neptune, you have to live there 165 days to 165 years to live one day. Okay, so like one day on Earth 24 hours, but one day on Neptune is equal to 165 Earth years. Okay, so one day on Earth is equal to 24 hours, but one day on Neptune is equal to 165 Earth years. I think an average human life is between 60 to 80. So but if you want to live one day on Neptune, you have to spend 165 Earth years, and it is very colder. Okay, and it's blue color. Okay, it has blue color, and it has 13 moons. Okay, so Jupiter has 63 moons, Uranus has 27 moons, and Neptune has 13 moons, and it is blue in color, and one day on Neptune is equal to 165 Earth years. Okay, and they all orbit around Sun. So what does it mean, orbit around Sun? That means they have rotation, they move around like this. Okay, so you can see I draw some arrows. So they all go like this, okay? So like this. So that's the rotation of the planets. They orbit around the sun, and the moon orbit around Earth, okay? So moon orbit around Earth. So same like Jupiter has moons, so Jupiter moons orbit around Jupiter, and the moon that we see, it orbits around Earth, and all the planets has rotation on its axis, okay? So all of them rotates in a different speed, in a different shape, and in a different position around their axis, okay? So that's it about our solar system, okay? If you will have any doubts, any questions, you can ask me, okay? And so sun is a star, okay? So in next video I will explain you what is the difference between sun, star and a planet, okay? So that's it in the first video. And task 1. So your task 1 is, you go to second part of your book, page number 52, okay? So page number 52, what you need to do, read this first, okay, and answer these questions, okay? If you will have any doubts, any questions regarding this question, so you can ask me, okay? So you need to read this first, okay? Everything information is here, it's all about Jupiter, okay? And then you can answer this question, okay? And I will be there to help you, okay? So that's it in the first video. I will see you in the next video. Bye bye. Hello students, welcome back to our second video for today, and today we are learning about exploring the solar system. So as I explained you in the first video, in our solar system we have a sun, there is a star, and 8 other planets, okay? And all the planets have their different properties. So now the question is, what is the difference between a star and a planet? So star has its own light, like sun has its own light, so sun gives us light in the daytime. But in the case of planets do not have their own lights, okay? And so stars, they twinkle, okay? Like nighttime we can see stars twinkle, but planets on the other hand side, planets do not twinkle, okay? And stars, they do not move, okay? They have no rotation in the sky. But on the planets rotates constantly, like planets rotates on its axis, and they also orbit around the sun. So these are the differences between a star and a planet, okay? So coming on to your task 2. So your task 2 is on page number 60, skill builder book, okay? So again, you have a theory here, okay? Read this theory, answer these questions, okay? So if you will have any doubts regarding this, you can ask me, okay? So page number 60, 61 and 63, okay? So 3 pages, your task 2, okay? Very simple. Just read theory and answer these questions. If you will have any doubts, I will be there to help you. Again, you have another theory on page number 61. So read this text and answer the questions on next page, okay? So this is your task 2. So any doubts, any questions, ask me, okay? So this is the end of our second video. I will see you in the next video. Hello students, welcome back to our third and last video for today. So before I give you homework, I explain you one more time. So what we learned today? So today we learned exploring the solar system. So the solar system consists of sun, which is a star, and 8 other planets. So sun is here. So first one, Mercury. Number 2, Venus. Number 3, Earth. Earth has a moon. Mars is very hot, but it's colder than Earth. Okay, so it's red in color. Okay, Jupiter is the largest planet. Okay, between Jupiter and Mars there is called asteroid belt. Okay, so asteroids are rocky objects that more orbits around the sun in a like in a belt. Okay, so this is called asteroid belt. Okay, and Jupiter has 63 moons. Okay, so like Earth has 1 moon, Jupiter has 63 moons orbit around Jupiter. Saturn, number 6, Saturn. Number 7, Uranus. Okay, Uranus has 27 moons and it is 4 times bigger than Earth. Okay, Neptune is blue in color and the temperature on Neptune is minus 214 degrees centigrade and it has 13 moons. Okay, and it is blue in color, and 1 day on Neptune is equal to 165 Earth years. So that's a long time. Okay, so your homework is on challenge part of your book, page number 57, 58, 59. Okay, so 3 pages. Okay, so 3 pages. Okay, so again you have a theory, read this theory, answer these questions. Okay, and more again, text theory here, read this theory, answer these questions. Okay, so and these questions, this one think about. Okay, so what is your thinking? Okay, so if you will have any doubts, any questions regarding homework, you can ask me. I will be there to help you. And thanks for participating. I will see you next week, and don't forget to do your homework. If you don't do your homework, you will not get any points. And remember, when you do any activity on your textbook, always use pencil. Okay, so that's the rule in my class. Don't ask me why can we use pen. That's the rule in my class. Okay, I know you can use pen. If you make any mistake, you can use correction pen, but no, in my class always use pencil. Okay, so pencil, you can erase it, and then if you make any mistake, you can erase it, you can write again. Okay, if you use correction pen, it does not look nice if you make mistake again and again. Okay, so that's it. Thanks for participating. I will see you next week. Bye bye.